Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at chapter 24 of Peopleware, which is called Teamicide Revisited. In the last chapter we looked at 7 ingredients for undermining the effectiveness of your team, and there are 2 bonus ones in this chapter. The first one is inspirational posters, and the second is overtime. Inspirational posters are shockingly tone deaf. Now, there isn't anything particularly wrong with the sentiment of these posters most of the time, but they have the side effect of being demeaning to the work itself and the people who do it. A solid team identity is formed organically by people gathering around a common goal, and having a poster on the wall is not setting that for you. The authors give one example, and I'll read you a couple that I found from browsing the internet for a few seconds. So the old style of motivational posters is with some kind of critter and then a word in big font and then a tagline underneath it. The one they offer is this: teamwork, the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. And leadership, the speed of the leader determines the rate of the pack. Highly cringeworthy and very much on the walls of offices across this country. Are you motivated by the implication that you're a common person? Are you motivated by the sentiment that you're the pacemaker for your team? Well, that's the goal, but somehow I think that it gets missed by the end viewers. So I went to startupvitamins.com, which is a more modern version of these old school posters, and I kid you not, in 30 seconds of browsing I ran into some gems. Affiliate links are in the description down below. I'm just kidding, of course. But truly, I don't have enough faces or palms to sufficiently react to these. So here's one. We have a strategic plan. It's called doing things. All right, very insightful. Next one. The longer it takes to develop, the less likely it is to launch. Next meme. Think bigger. So I hope that you're all sufficiently motivated by that. I certainly am not. But not all the posters on that website are as out of touch as those 3. But it is kind of hilarious to see that you really could, buy those posters, and people have been buying those posters and putting them in their workspaces. One of my old coworkers came up with an adage that we ended up making into a mock motivational poster, which I hold to this day would be acceptable. This is the only one that I would hold up as acceptable to hang on a wall in an office where engineers are working. And even then, it's only for sardonic purposes. Sometimes code is ugly because life is ugly. Warms my heart, that one, The authors talked at length earlier in the book about the negative consequences of overtime. Besides the ones at the individual level, there is also a team-wide adverse effect. If there is a season where it seems like the team needs to do a little extra overtime, there will be some people whose lives are more able to accommodate that, and some who can't or won't. After some time, a feeling starts to grow in the people who are putting in more hours that they're carrying the people who aren't putting in overtime, and that generates resentment. That's another phenomenon sure to erode team gel, and a second major reason to keep people from working overtime. The primary one being that it's unsustainable and causes burnout and turnover, like we covered, many chapters ago. So that's all for this video. I hope you found it thought-provoking and helpful, and I'll see you all in the next one.